I had a problem. I wanted to spend more time writing, but I also wanted to move more because I have a sedentary job and hobby. So I decided to combine writing and walking. For 14 days, I challenged myself to walk a full marathon while writing my second fantasy romance novel. This is what happened. It's been 6 months. You just got a view of my thousands of sticky notes. Probably actually thousands. I just want my computer to be in it so you know I'm a writer. Hi, I'm Jenny. I'm one half of Jen Squared, and we are hobby authors. Let's do a challenge I just made up. I want to walk the distance of a marathon while writing. So we need to plan, we need to prep, we need to figure out what's feasible, and we're going to make the rules around what's feasible for me. I'm making it up, and I apologize for these, but I was going to say I wanted to look less tired, but the truth is I just want to be youthful. So I'm not taking them off. So if that bothers you, I am in a weird mood today. Okay, yeah, let's start with the obvious. I won't be doing this in one shot. I'm not going to walk a marathon in one go. Also, does it even count as a marathon if you don't do it within a certain amount of time? I inspired myself when I was looking back at a vlog thumbnail from Nano 2025. And then I thought, well, how long would that take me to walk a marathon? Because walking, obviously, I'm not athletic. That's Jen's department. I'm reading my notes and I'm making myself laugh. How lame. I'm going to read it directly from the note. Could I, a mere plebeian in the world of marathons, complete one, even walking? What are the use of plebe? Somebody's going to say pleb. I don't care. And then I also questioned, does this make sense if I continue on after I just read it to you? I don't know. One of the things we have to plan and prep is what do I have at my disposal to make something like this happen in the true north? Show them the walking pad and the standing desk. Hopefully clean. Thank you. 42 kilometers or 26-ish miles is quite a lot to walk. Been on some mighty lovely hikes in my day. My highest elevation being 4,000 meters in the Himalayas. Thank you, husband, because I wouldn't have gone without you. I have a pretty sedentary job, and a marathon is a pretty intimidating distance. And I have not been training for that. Not even in a walking. There's something to be said about walking a long distance, right? You can't just go from having a sedentary job to walking 42 kilometers. I mean, you can, but I have a feeling it's gonna hurt. I have a strong feeling, a suspicion. In any case, that's probably going to influence the rules that I make up for this because I'm going to give myself some grace. But if this is going to be a challenge, we're going to need to add some rules and a time constraint as is done in the marathon world. But with the understanding that time is scarce, but determination is strong. And then maybe some other writers or people who have sedentary hobbies, such as I, may take this on as well. If you have the means, why not, right? Why not? Nobody's stopping you. Literally nobody. I'm not gonna, not me. Me? Not me. I'm just gonna read you the rules verbatim and then toss them on the screen so that I don't have to keep making eye contact with you. Here's the rules that I came up with. I must walk at least 4 kilometers per hour or 2.5 miles per hour while writing. I might include that eye roll, sorry. That means I need to walk for roughly 10 and a half hours at that pace to finish the distance. If I go faster, I'll finish faster. But I don't know if I can go too fast and still manage to type. So I'm thinking 4. When I start walking, there are no walking breaks, even if there are writing breaks, because we're doing this in tandem, okay? Simultaneously. Thesaurus it, I don't know. Writing breaks should not last more than, 5 minutes? 10 minutes. Amendment. Writing breaks cannot last more than 10 minutes at a time. That's going to be long, considering the next rule. There's absolutely no scrolling. I'm looking at me, really. There's no scrolling on any form of social media during walking pad time. This is walking writing time only, even during the breaks. This is actually where my Jen and I's write with me videos are going to come in handy because we have breaks that are intended to entertain you or at least give you something to look at. That's not your phone. So hopefully those are probably going to come in clutch. I've won the challenge if I complete this within 2 weeks, which means if I walk for 1 hour a day at 4 kilometers per hour, I would still have 3 days grace. Oh, millennials? No? Just me? Okay. Here's the thing. I'm not going to say I'm notorious for anything because I've not been on here for very long, but in my personal life, I'm notorious for saying that I don't have any time or just like not using the time that I have, like efficiently or properly. And unfortunately, like it is kind of true. So I think I might actually extend this to 3 weeks, but like we'll see. We'll find out. I don't know. We'll find out. Really just depends how the weekends go, because if I can walk extra on the weekends, then I get more grace than just 3 days grace. I said it again. Okay. Whew. Anyways, I'm pretty determined about this, and it's currently the weekend, but I think I'm only going to do 1 hour today. So let's see if this is the type of thing that I'm capable of. I also meal prepped for this full whole week, so like extra free time. No. I'm going to try to optimize my time here. I'll probably end up making a tracker. As I do, I like to make trackers on Excel, so I'll probably do that, and I'll figure out a way to include time. I'm not going to wear like a fitness watch or something. I don't feel like doing that. You can if you want. I'll talk to you later. Bye. Okay. It's not youthful, is it? Oh well. I stopped setting up specifically because I'm lighting this candle and saw this lighter. A little bit of background. It has Japanese characters. Kanji? Oh, I don't know if that's the right word. I'll put it on the screen. On it. And so it's making me fearful because we have friends from Japan who came and gave us a lighter that was like a trick lighter that electrocuted you. I hated it. And I swear I threw it out. And this looks really suspicious. So either I'm actually gonna like not have to go downstairs again and get a lighter, or I'm about to shock myself, but that would be kind of funny. That's why I'm filming it. I'm so scared. But this is plastic. It's a real lighter for sure, right? Yes? I'm so scared. We're good. I swear I threw that thing out. Well, still burned myself, so I'm already sweating. Just putting shoes on and getting all this set up. Is that too fast to write with? That's the 4 kilometers an hour. Hi, hello. I'm like prepping myself to film and like get up there. But I don't know, I felt like checking in. I'm feeling pretty good actually. It's just walking, but I do feel a little sore because I've been going to the gym. So it's probably like exacerbating my tired muscles from the gym, but I'm feeling pretty nice, feeling pretty good. I'm very behind on editing YouTube videos, so it's not great that I'm filming more to be behind on. So I might write for half of my walking session and then edit videos for the second half. I think that's the vibe, because editing YouTube videos it's also part of my hobby. I know it's not like the right marathon. I'm gonna edit some videos because something needs to go up soon. Yesterday, 2 months ago. So we're gonna do that. We're gonna work on that halfway through. I don't know how long I'm gonna walk. I think I'm gonna try to hit 90 minutes today. I don't know if it changed. We're gonna get into it. I'm gonna write first because if I don't, then I'm just gonna edit the whole time because there's so much to do, I fear. I'm really behind, but don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. I don't think you care, but it's okay. I just have 2 videos that need like the bells and whistles. I need to figure out what I'm working on. Bouncing is pretty rough. I think it's gonna be bad when I'm writing because I keep my arms on the table while I walk. Okay, fine, I'll set it up different, fine. I feel that I figured out what I'm writing for book 2. I've kind of got it all like listed of the scenes that happen and like their progression, so that I feel like I've reviewed it enough that I'm like, okay, this could be act 1 of book 2 for Project Elixir. But because I've been developing for book 2, I've also kind of been developing for book 1 because stakes just got raised so hard. Scene 2, act 1, book 2. I was like, nothing like this happens in book 1. That's not going to match at all, and that's not the type of book that I was writing, but it doesn't make sense to do it any other way. So now I'm gonna have to go back, raise the stakes in act 1 and make things more dire so that it makes sense in book 2. So that's fine, but that means that I've been in this kind of mindset lately where I've been kind of thinking, well, what if this happened in book 1? Or what if this was the style of the situation? Maybe I could strengthen book 1 or strengthen in the transition from book 1 to book 2 to keep it feeling, I don't know about linear, probably linear. So I've been really into development right now. The words that I've been writing for this challenge so far has mostly been development. There has been some addition to scene cards. Anyways, that's what I've been doing. So I'm kind of in developmental mindset, which I'm really enjoying. I feel like I should film a whole video on development versus writing, like development versus producing. Working in the development mindset is really, really fun and very fulfilling for me right now. So I'm very much enjoying it. So that's what I'm going to continue doing until I feel like I've gotten to a place where I can begin manuscript. I feel like this month I'll probably begin manuscript for Act 1. My thing is that I know that in June we're going to have the J2 Dune challenge. So I would love to be in manuscript for that. So maybe I should hustle a little bit, get in manuscript so that I can get out of manuscript so that I can develop again prior to June. We'll figure that out. Let's walk and write. Okay, it's been 45 minutes. I have basically been going through my checklist and like starring which scenes are basically good or that I've like added any adjustments that I wanted to add. Yeah, I think that's all I'll say about that. So I'm going to switch over to editing. We'll see how long I walk for. 45 minutes is fine. Like I still feel good. I'm warm, but I feel fine. It's not a big deal. Yeah, like the physical aspect of this is not huge. Do you hear how annoying this is? My treadmill is like messed up a bit. Like the edge goes towards one side and then goes against the rail. I don't know how to fix that. I don't know how long because like when I edit, I typically get into like a groove and then I end up editing for a lot longer than I thought I was. I think I'm gonna count the walking time still, even though I'm not writing. Feel free to let me know if you cheated too. I'm cheating. Like this is cheating, but I'm gonna count it anyways. So, c'est la vie. I was reviewing that whole time, so there's not many words added. I haven't calculated it yet, but I figure it's gonna be not much. So that's okay. So that's what I'm gonna do. That's your update. I don't know why today you get like the full show, but no, I do know. It's because I have the house to myself. Okay, I'll talk to you later. About to hit 90 minutes. Oh no! We hit 90. This is how the stats work. I don't know why. But if I stop it, it'll just go to 0 once the speed goes down to 0. It just is gone. Whoa, as you can see. All right, talk to you later. Oh, hi. I don't remember pressing go. I was going to fix my hair or something, but here we are. I've been sick the last 2 days, so I haven't seen you. There's no footage of that because I think that the messy kitchen and my appearance is enough to prove that. So I'm going to clean instead of write and walk tonight. I'm going to go call Jen. So you're going to get a little bit of a time-lapse situation. And I'm also going to make chicken soup because I need it. And I have a feeling my dad needs it because he's sick. And also I'm predicting my family's going to need it because I assume they're about to be sick. So lucky me. All right, enjoy whatever ensues. There will be no audio. Talk to you later. Oh, God. I'm trying to call Jen. She's not picking up. Bish. baby. That was a bit harder today. I was on my feet all morning, and then to do 90 minutes felt challenging today. But it was good to have writing as a way to like get my mind off of the movement. Don't look at my dirty window, look at the cool snow that's falling. So it's actually been about 6 months since I filmed this challenge. Sorry, I know I look like trash, okay? And what is happening here? Black flies. No, not black flies. Deer flies. That's what. Let's ignore it, okay? She's here for the video. So it's been about 6 months since I've filmed this challenge. It's kind of funny because at the time I didn't really know if it was something that was actually going to help me or if it was just like a mildly entertaining YouTube video that we were going to add to the roster. So since then, I've actually finished the J2 June challenge. I've spent a lot more time with this story. I have my first act written. During the marathon writing, I was actually working on the scene cards and development of the first act. And now I can finally answer the question that really started this whole video. But first, let's satisfy my data forward brain. The results are in. So I obviously did walk the distance of a marathon. Spread out over 2 weeks, honestly, way more manageable than I thought, because I was not sure if it was going to be 2 weeks or 3 weeks, you know, at the beginning of this video. 2 weeks was fine. I was getting a little tired by the end, and making time to walk for an hour is like kind of annoying. I only actually walked for 9 days out of 2 weeks. Make of that what you will. Total walking time was 10.5 hours. It's math. It was expected. That's how long it was supposed to take at the speed I was going. Total steps. Okay, so I didn't wear a step tracker, but I can kind of calculate my total steps based off of the distance and my height. So we calculated that. Estimated steps. Don't be mad. Okay, that's more than I thought. Total steps was 55,125 steps estimated. Average steps per session, 6,125. Totally fine. Totally fine. 6,000 steps. That's like your daily goal done in an hour. And I was writing. That's fun. That's fun. See, this is also the fun of filming this 6 months later, is that I get to be impressed with what I did. Writing statistics. Ooh. Okay, total word count was 6,726 words. Keep in mind, we're doing scene cards, we were doing revisions, we were rewriting, we were reading a lot in this time and like reworking things. 8 scene cards were written in 9 days. So it was like either they were revised or they were written. So like not super impressive. It's not impressive. It's just, anyway, it's not manuscript. Manuscript word count always ends up being cooler. 8 scenes, really cool, really good. Really good. Yeah, about 2/3 of Act 1 was developed, and average words per walking session. What a fun stat. Okay, average word count per session was 748 words, which in an hour, that's actually quite a lot. Well, I guess some of them were 90 minutes. So like, let's say in 75 minutes, 748 words, that's not bad. That's not bad. I think that's quite good. But maybe I'm a hobby author, so it's a little different. And honestly, the word count isn't even the biggest win. Most of the challenge ended up kickstarting development for me. I reorganized scenes, connected story beats, raised the stakes of the book, and I started to think deeper about how I actually wanted the story to unfold, especially with all of the moving parts, i.e. characters' relationships that I've added. And somewhere in all of that, Act 1 stopped feeling like this puzzle that was just not quite fitting right, or like a super poorly written Wattpad story. And it just started feeling like a book that I could actually write, and there was sense going into it. It was, I had scenes for this book in my very messy bare bones document, and I kind of felt like I had already figured out what direction book 2 was going in, and wow, was I wrong, and wow, did I need the time that I took, especially after this, to figure out exactly what Act 1 really needed. So it's 6 months later. Here's the part that I couldn't have told you if I had filmed the outro when I was meant to. It's not procrastinating if you learned a lesson. Because now I know what happened next. When I started this challenge, I kept saying that I wanted to get book 2 to a place where it'd actually be ready for manuscript. And I fully believed that I was going to go into manuscript and back into scene cards before the J2 June challenge, which is a 30-day writing challenge that we do here at this channel. What really happened was I ended up staying in development mode a lot longer, and I barely started my manuscript before June. I did start it on a night that I was with Jen. I thought that was very special. That was very cute. I just took my time feeling out where I wanted things to go, and in that process, I gave myself many notes on how I need to fix book 1. This is how close I have to go to read. That's how bad my eyesight is, okay? But none of those notes would exist if I didn't give myself this little challenge, because it slingshotted me into momentum and permission to give myself time to engage with the deep thinking that I needed for Act 1 of book 2 and everything leading up to it. And now I have a completely, and I cannot stress that word enough, completely different story on my hands. And I'm really, really happy about it, actually, because now looking back, the original story that I had, which like technically I still have that original story in book 1 manuscript because I haven't fixed it yet, it is just so much stronger and cooler. And that's what you need for a fantasy romance book trilogy. So was writing a marathon a silly little goal? No, it was the little snowball that I made before rolling it down the hill. Walking didn't make me a better writer, but giving myself a weird little challenge gave me enough momentum to work on all the things that I hadn't been sure about, which really had been preventing me from writing my second book. So by the time June rolled around, I wasn't worried about what I was going to write. I wasn't trying to figure out what was going to happen next. I already did all that in the months leading up. And I did it thoughtfully enough that I actually felt confident with what I was writing. As a hobby author, not always a priority. Sometimes you just want to write. So I got to spend June doing the things that I actually wanted to do, which was just writing nonstop in manuscript mode. It's the best for 30 days straight. And I don't think that would have happened if I hadn't done this challenge first. So what I'm really learning is how my writing process works, which is super cool. I'm thinking we've got like momentum spikes via challenges, because I essentially did a challenge to finish my first manuscript last year. And then I started this year with this challenge, and then the J2 June challenge came, and then I did another burst of writing, and I think that that's really working for me. Apparently, I just like turning writing into little games. I don't know if that's ADHD or if it's because it's a hobby and it's supposed to be fun. I don't know. Not too sure. So basically, it had nothing to do with writing a marathon and everything to do with giving my little greyhound brain a bunny to chase. And so I think that's something I'm going to keep doing. Not necessarily walking marathons, although maybe. But finding little challenges to spice things up and give myself pushes of momentum in times when I feel like it's starting to dip, just to make the process feel fresh again and again. It also probably means that I'm overdue for another challenge, even though I just finished the J2 June challenge, which you can watch on this YouTube video. not video, YouTube channel. But if you've got any ideas for some ridiculously elaborate, no, maybe not ridiculous, for some feasibly elaborate writing challenge, let me know in the comments below and maybe I'll do it. Probably. Just give me a timeline. I just need a timeline, apparently. I need a deadline. Deadlines do wonders, apparently. Anyways, hope to see you soon.